Yo guys, Kabal here, and if you remember from a couple of streams ago, you would know that I actually picked up the San Diego Comic-Con Man-Bat Pop that was actually an exclusive to GameStop. I decided to pick one up because they let me put it on hold. I pick up the pop, get the burritos, and then head back home. And I also told you guys, if you want me to do a Funko Pop collection on the channel, be sure to press I think I pressed 2 in the chat or something like that, and there was a lot of 2s in that chat. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reviewing this pop first because, well, this is the most recent pop out of the line of San Diego Comic-Con pops, and then I'll show you guys all the pops that I've accumulated since 2014. So without further ado, let's go into it. So this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Man-Bat Pop. You can see the sticker from over here if it will focus. There we go, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, or summer convention. It's from the new Batman animated series. This is from the DC lineup, and as you can see, here's the overview of the pop. It says Man-Bat. Then we see all the pops that are inside this series. This one is series 1. I know in series 2 they have a bunch of other pops. They have Clayface, they have Scarecrow, they got Phantasm, they got other people that are from this series. This just so happens just to be the first series of the lineup. And then we got actual Man-Bat himself, number 189, and then the actual pop himself inside this box. So without further ado, let's actually get him out of this box because I think he needs to breathe. I have taken him out on stream, so those people that actually do come here and do pride in not opening up these pops, I'm not going to be one of those people. And there we go. Here he is out. He's okay. There we go. I never knew that mechanism, but here he is, the Man-Bat pop. Honestly, I think they did a really good job. They kept with the style of the Batman animated series because they had some sort of unique style. We got his wings all flooded up. I'm glad they didn't go overboard with the wings. It's just simple, just behind the arms. Don't make it too overkill. And they kept the same size factor. Here's the back of it. I'm going to tell you right now, there's not that much detail than the other pops that I've had. It's just simple, just a simple Man-Bat. I mean, that's literally it. Just simple, and he looks good. I did do a quick review on it. I mean, that's literally what I came here to do. But we're going to show you the other pops that I have in here. If this thing will... And I'm going to say right now, I have about 29 pops, including the San Diego Comic-Con Man-Bat pop. So this is going to be a while. I literally put them in this 9x9 cubit box over here since I have one 6-inch figure, and the rest are the 3.75 figures. So we're gonna go with the first one, which is my only 6-inch figure, which is of course Godzilla. I do have the box for him. It's just sitting on a table right over there. I just took him out because one, he's the only 6-inch figure, and I kind of like it when I take him out of the box. It just looks really cool when I put him on my desk. He looks good when he's sitting next to my Joker mug and stuff like that. Even though he covers up a little bit of my monitor, I still love the detailing on this dude, and I've always wanted this Godzilla pop since I've heard it was announced. Next up, I have my Batman v Superman pop. So this is the one from Batman v Superman, and they already made one from Man of Steel, so they're obviously not going to make the same exact pop over and over and over again. They're going to put him in different poses. That's why the one in the Justice League, he is in a fighting stance, while this one he's flying. I wish I had the Batman pop of this, but now they're going to be releasing the Justice League lineup, so all I need to do is pick myself up an Aquaman, a Wonder Woman, and a Batman. Sadly, not the armored Batman. If I wanted to get him, I'll probably have to find him on eBay. But yeah, that's my Superman pop. Next up, we got a Hot Topic exclusive Steampunk Batman. I saw they were doing a sale on Hot Topic, and I picked up another pop that is buried around here. I think it's my Black Manta pop that I also got with him. So I decided to get this one because one, it's a nice variant of Batman, and plus this seems like a collector's item later on in the years. So I decided to pick up this Steampunk Batman pop. Right over here is my only Suicide Squad pop, which is El Diablo. Obviously I had to get him because I think he died in this movie. And look at this, there is so many people in this lineup. We have here Joker, Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Rick Flag, Katana, freaking Captain Boomerang, Killer Croc, freaking Enchantress, all variants of them. There's a lot of pops in this lineup, and I just only got El Diablo. Obviously, I'll get the other people. I really want the Joker from Suicide Squad. I want Killer Croc, Captain Boomerang, Enchantress, freaking Katana. Like, I want everyone in this lineup. Mainly it's because I want the DCEU on one section and then the MCU on another section. It'd be kind of cool to have all the actors who were in the DCEU on like one platform and then all the people who are in the MCU on another platform. My other Comic-Con exclusive, which is from New York, the New York Comic-Con 2016, we have here the Killing Joke Joker. I wanted this one because once they announced it, I'm just like, oh my god, I have to have it. I mean, look at him. It even has his drink, it has his camera, has the hat, the Hawaiian shirt, and then there you go, the one from the Killing Joke. I mean, I had to have this pop. Like, I pre-ordered this thing, picked it up, and then called it a day. Like, I was dedicated to get this pop. This one I'm a little bit disappointed because, like, when you think of Batman villains as the Legion Collector's Box, you would think any other villain other than an anti-hero. And that is the Catwoman. I got this box because I thought, like, Batman villain box, it would be pretty cool to have that. But sadly, no, we got Catwoman. I mean, Catwoman does not look that bad, but like I was expecting like a classic Scarecrow or a classic Mr. Freeze or a classic Ra's al Ghul. Like, I was expecting someone that was a villain, not an anti-hero, because Catwoman, she can play the good guy, but then also she can play the bad guy. I don't consider her as a villain. I consider her as an anti-hero, kind of like Red Hood. The one that I actually do kind of like, this is my Killer Croc Pop. I mean, this is the one from the Batman Arkham series. He was my favorite boss from the Batman Arkham series because, like, I mean, it gave me that creepy factor that when Batman like going through the sewers, you know, trying not to get eaten up by him. I love the boss battle so much. And there you go, that's my Killer Croc Pop. Here it is, my Black Manta Pop. So this is the one that I decided to pick up with my Steampunk Batman Pop. And obviously there's other people in the lineup, like there is Power Girl, there's Supergirl, there's Firestorm, and then there's also Cyborg. But sadly, I could not find Cyborg, Power Girl, or Firestorm. I mean, I don't care that much about Supergirl. Sooner or later, I do want to pick up Supergirl. But I think Black Manta is a suitable pick. I mean, just look at him. Just look at the dude. There's everyone else in the lineup. There's other people that have been released as well, but I haven't managed to pick them up just yet. So there we go, Black Manta. My other Arkham Asylum Pop, which is the Batman Arkham version of Batman. There's other people in the lineup, like there's also Joker, there's Harley Quinn in her doctor uniform, and then there's also Poison Ivy, but I don't know if I want to get those. Maybe just to complete the series, because I know there's an Arkham Knight series which has Scarecrow, has Arkham Knight, has Batman, and I think it also has other people, but I don't really remember quite yet. My other Batman v Superman pop, which is of course Aquaman. I did say I want to pick up another Aquaman pop, and the reason why is because this one is shirtless. Even though this one looks pretty cool, Aquaman didn't really show up that much in the movie. He only showed up as like a cameo when they were showing off like all the people who were going to be in the Justice League. But like the one from the Justice League movie, I think that looks much better than this one. Even though he has his trident, he has all of his gear, he is fully clothed and ready to go. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love this pop, but I think I would want the Justice League one. This one was sort of a random one because I decided to go to Half Price Books and I saw there was a Cthulhu pop. He looked cool to me, I don't know, it was like a sudden urge. So I decided to grab myself a freaking Cthulhu pop, and now like at some points of time, randomly, I would dream about this dude, which is weird. I mean, he looked like a pretty cool pop, so I decided to go get him, because why not? This one I was really surprised I was able to pick up, because like, there were other pops that I also picked up that same day when I went to the mall, because there was a new store that opened called Think Geek. So I decided to pick up Batman Beyond. There were a lot of classic pops there, so I decided to get a couple that was like also classic. So here's another classic pop, which is Batman Beyond, or should I say my first ever classic pop that I was able to get my hands on. I mean, I love the Batman Beyond series. I forgot what villains they had in there, but I remember this one is Terry McGinnis. When Batman becomes pretty old and he cannot fight crime anymore, there's other people in the lineup. There's Superboy, there's Darkseid, Nightwing, two versions of Harley Quinn. Superboy I think is pretty rare at the moment, and Darkseid as well, because I haven't seen a Darkseid pop that is in retail price. One of my only Star Wars pops, because my friend Austin actually gifted me this, was Poe Dameron. I mean, this one's not the most popular pop in the lineup because The other popular pops would be like Chewbacca or CP3O or Captain Phasma, even though Captain Phasma didn't really have a big role in the movie. And also Kylo Ren. Hold on for a minute. I swear, so many people from pest control like to come to my house. I don't know why though. I mean, we don't have any bugs. So as I was saying, those other pops that would usually be popular, I got the least popular one because like, I don't know, maybe a collector's edition or something. I know they have other versions of Poe Dameron, but I haven't really picked them up. In fact, I haven't really picked up that much Star Wars pops. Another classic pop that I picked up with Batman Beyond, which is of course The Flash, one of the most requested characters that you guys always want me to play in Injustice 2. I know there is actually a Reverse Flash, a classic Reverse Flash, but I think he's a pretty rare one at the moment. There's other people in the lineup. They got Batman, they got Robin, Joker, Superman, Wonder Woman. They actually did have a Wonder Woman at the store, but sadly I could not pick that one up because the sale was buy 3 get 1 free, so I could not pick up Wonder Woman. There's my good old Flash. Harley Quinn. I did see a Deathstroke at a comic store, but I decided not to get him even though he's a cool looking pop. And I think this one is also pretty rare as well, the Bizarro pop. I would love to pick up the Bizarro pop because as you guys know, Bizarro is actually confirmed to be a premier skin in the Injustice 2 game. But yeah, this is my classic Flash. The third one that I'm glad I was able to pick up because I've been looking for this one for such a long time. It is of course the classic Joker. I need to take this card out because this thing keeps falling out. The classic Joker. I am super happy that I'm able to pick this one up. And there's other people in the lineup, like they have Batgirl over here. I've already said Batman and Robin, but they also have Batgirl, which I think is also a pretty rare one. I know the Penguin and the Riddler are like super rares. You would like if you saw one on eBay, they go for around 300 to 400 bucks. I mean, they're that popular. As well as people on the bottom, which is of course Wonder Woman, Superman, Green Lantern, and Flash. I really want to get a Green Lantern and of course Wonder Woman, Superman, just to complete the Justice League lineup in classics. The first ever pop that started it all is of course the Arrow. I decided to pick this one up. This was my first ever pop I wanted to get because I've been looking at Funko Pops like even before I got my first ever Funko Pop. I was looking at some of the ones that are from the CW series and I decided to pick up the first ever Green Arrow pop. And this was like before I even got into the show. I just love the concept of Green Arrow, and he had some other stuff, like he had like one without the hood, one without his mask, Black Canary, Deathstroke Unmasked, and also John Diggle when he fools people into thinking that he is of course the Green Arrow. But this is the one that started it all, that started my addiction of Funko Pops. Moving on to my second pop, I actually got the Predator. So this is my second pop that I got when I started the urges of buying Funko Pops. I had to get the Predator one because one, my friends would always make jokes with Arnold Schwarzenegger as like lines from the Predator movie, and I decided to give myself the Predator pop because I knew they were gonna love it, and obviously they did love it. And of course I had to get the predecessor because I was at Hot Topic one day. I found the Xenomorph that was for Alien vs Predator. This is one of the original ones, and they actually had, this was the last one in Hot Topic, so I had to get the Xenomorph. It looks freaking sick. And come on, like, I now have Alien vs Predator now. This was the pop that I got on my birthday because my mom knows that I love Stranger Things, and of course she also does love Stranger Things, so she knows all these characters in this show. And this is the Demogorgon. This was the creature that kind of wreaked havoc and kind of killed Barb. It captured Will and all those other people that I cannot think of. These are all the people that are in the show. If you guys have not watched Stranger Things, I highly recommend you should go watch it. It is an amazing show, and they're about to release season 2 on Halloween, which I am really hyped about. So yeah, this is the Demogorgon. We are down to our last 9 pops. I know this video is going to be super long. I am super sorry if you guys have been waiting for quite a while for the end of this, but that's what you do when you do a collection edition. So here is my Chucky Pop that I recently got from Austin. This was meant for his ex-girlfriend, but obviously his ex-girlfriend became an ex, so he just gave me the Chucky Pop. Like, we got 2 pops. It was a Ferris Bueller Pop, and it was this Chucky Pop. He knows that I love horror pops, so he gave me the Chucky one, and he kept the Ferris Bueller ones, which is kind of a good compromise. what's that word? Good compromise, that's what it is. So yeah, here is Chucky. This is not the original Chucky. This is the second version of Chucky, more detailed as well. There's an original Chucky that I really want to get my hands on, but I think this newer Chucky will suit my needs. A pop that I really wanted, and I finally found this at a Walgreens, is of course the Green Goblin pop, because this is one of my favorite villains from the SpiderMan lineup, other than like Venom, Doc Ock, and as well as Mysterio, which they haven't made a Mysterio pop, but they will pretty soon. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. My brother also does have a couple of pops, but like he only has like 2 that I don't even have. So one of them is the Vault Boy. So this is the dude that's from Fallout. And then also, of course, the other one is Venom. The one that I actually gifted to him because I saw him at freaking Walgreens. So I decided to go pick him up, give it to my brother, and there you go. Since I'm a nice brother, I mean, look at him. Venom is amazing. And speaking of Spider-Man and villains and stuff like that, we have here, of course, Doc Ock. This was gifted from my friend Jacob because he wanted to give me a gift, and he knows I love Funko Pops, and he obviously knows I love Spider-Man, so he gave me the Dr. Octopus pop, which I am super happy about. I wish I have all the people from the the Spider-Man lineup. 1, they haven't made all of them, and 2, some of them are actually pretty rare, because I know the Hobgoblin pop is a collector's corpse edition, and it's pretty hard to find. And there's also a Morpheus pop. They have not made Scorpion or Kraven or Mysterio or Chameleon, or like, I know they made Carnage, but that's going to be hard to find. And they made an Anti-Venom, which is also hard to find. But yeah, I'm happy that I got Doc Ock. We got the good old friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, which is of course from the collector's corpse box. This was the Spider-Man edition, which is, I'm guessing this is the one that's from the Civil War. That's Captain America Civil War, I'm guessing. I mean, I was kind of a little bit disappointed of this box, but what can you blame it? It's a Spider-Man box. Obviously, it's just going to be all about Spider-Man, but I was thinking it was going to be like the whole entire Spider-Man universe, not just Spider-Man. But we got a good postable Spider-Man. I love it. I think I'm happy with this one. We got a Kohl's exclusive Captain America pop with the photon shield. I know my girlfriend loves Captain America, so when I showed this to her, she was harassing me about wanting this pop because she loves Captain America, and also it's an exclusive. She was wondering if I was getting 2 so I can ship one to her, and sadly no, because there was only a couple left. And the reason why it's a Kohl's exclusive, because you would never think Kohl's, a clothing store and a bunch of bed sheets that is like definitely not for nerds, would have this Captain America thing, and they had the exclusive rights to celebrate their 75th anniversary, so that's why this Captain America was stuck at Kohl's. So I rescued him and brought him to somewhere nerdy. This one has a very interesting story because like my friends and I, we were at Walmart and I was looking at stuff. I think Jacob was getting some stuff for his console, and I decided to look at pops. My friends were just looked at me in disgrace, just like, Josh, just relax. And I decided to look for Civil War pops. I wanted a freaking Black Panther pop, but it's not just any ordinary Black Panther pop. This is the glitter Black Panther pop. This was the only Black Panther pop they had, and the fact that I found an exclusive Black Panther pop just out of the ordinary, I did not expect to get this. I did not expect to find the Black Panther that is exclusive. So the fact that I was able to get my hands on a glitter exclusive Walmart Black Panther pop, I was stoked that I didn't have to spend a lot of money to get this pop. Got this at retail price, and this is honestly going to be a collector's pop in the later on future, because it's Civil War, it's Black Panther. This is going to be worth a lot pretty soon. Moving down to my last 3 pops, we have here the classic Doctor Strange. I love Doctor Strange in the movie, so I decided to pick up the one for the freaking regular series. The last classic pop that I ever got, which was Iron Man. I mean, I had to get a classic Marvel pop. They didn't have like Hulk or Wolverine or Spider-Man. They just had Iron Man, and I think they also had Silver Surfer, but I didn't want to pick up Silver Surfer, so I got myself the classic Iron Man. They have Spider-Man, they got Wolverine, Captain America, Red Skull, Hulk, and of course the Thing. So there is my classic Iron Man pop. And then the last pop from this video, I know you guys are disgusted at this moment of time, but here is my Daredevil show pop. This is the one that I've been wanting for such a long time. This is probably one of my favorite pops out of all of them. They did recently make a new one because of Daredevil season 2, and it has like Elektra and Punisher, which I do really want because of the MCU. And here's everyone that is inside the first lineup. This is season 1, so it has Wilson Fisk, it has Matt Murdock, and of course, since he was in the black suit throughout the original show, so he was in this suit, and then in the last episode he finally became the Daredevil. So that is all my pops, guys. It's literally like stacking up around here. Man, I swear I do have a problem. My friends, they have a problem. But I love these things, and I think they're good for desk setups as well. Obviously not this much pops would be good for a desk setup, but I don't know, what do you guys think about these? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash a like, and also comment down below what's your favorite pop of all time. It doesn't have to be from my setup. It can be a pop that you can just link to me from like Amazon and stuff like that. And who knows, maybe I might pick some ones up, because I know there is a Doomsday pop that is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive selling right now in GameStop. I want to go pick that one up because usually those particular pops are like around $15. GameStop is selling it now for about $9. I want to go pick that one up pretty soon, and I know some of you guys that are big fans of the DCU would want to as well. So that is it for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. That's been legit. Until then, ball out.